Let me just make sure that I actually am. And will you look at that? I'm early tonight as well. Now let me actually just make sure that I am actually live on YouTube and Twitch. And YouTube usually updates me pretty quickly. Surprisingly so too, because there is apparently like a really bad delay on YouTube. I'm not sure why. And then there's Twitch, where people do tend to have a better viewer experience overall. So let's see. Click on this. Is it working? Does it say that I'm live now? Oh, no, hang on. I had to reload this still. Yeah, Twitch does take just a little longer to catch up. Well, actually, quite a bit longer in comparison. Eternal Fabled says, yo, hello there. So yeah, it looks like I am actually live. Hello there, Eternal Fabled. I hope you're doing well tonight, and thank you for stopping by so early. Though, of course you would. With the review of the Electro Voice ND46. I literally got here at at 1 second in. Thank you. Thank you for being so early. I wish that I could grant you like extra points for that or something. Smildo says, "Hey, hello to you. I hope that you're doing well tonight." I'm so glad that you guys are so early tonight, actually. Like, thank you for coming in. Cole Crowley, what's up, Daddy? How's it going, Sonny? Hope you're having a good night so far. Again, I'd like to thank all of you for being here so early. And Jamu Firecat is now saying, how can I help you, Mr. Jamu Firecat? Sounds like we might have an issue here. I better crack my knuckles here for a bit. Just, try to assert my dominance in some way over here. I think you might need to turn up your mic volume. Oh yeah, no problem. I can totally do that. How am I now? How well can you guys hear me now? How does that sound? Better. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear. There is one imposter in that. Is there one imposter? I wonder who that imposter or what that imposter is. Wait, what, did you leave an N in that M in that like barrage of M's over there? Is that what it is? Way better. What is that accent? I've been wondering for a while. My accent? I mean, take a guess, I suppose. I'll say. I would say that I sound pretty American, but maybe I'm wrong. I found that it's N. I figured that it would be an N. I haven't found the N yet, but if I highlight it, it does make it easier to hopefully see, and I should be able to come across it. Your accent is Tech Summit accent. Yeah, there you go. I just sound like Tech Summit, I think. Yeah, that N is actually harder to spot than I thought it would be, but yeah, like it really is just a little bit tougher to spot. I cannot find that N in those comments. I mean, in that one message, but I know that it's there somewhere. Mixed between German and American. Really? That is the very first time that I get anything like that. I sound German to you? It's there. Yes, I'm sure that the N is there somewhere. I'm having a tough time finding it. Hang on. Let me just highlight it one more time. It's gotta be in there. And... okay, yes, I found it. Okay, never mind. I have indeed confirmed that it is there. From my perspective, it's more like the fourth row. But I don't really think that helps all that much. I see it. It's on the right. No, yeah, it is. Well, no, actually, for me, it's more so on the left. It's like closer to the left. It's like the fourth row to the left. At least like from my chat. Because I'm looking at chat from Streamlabs. I'm not looking at it from Twitch. And speaking of which, like, this thing is not actually showing me the chat on. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Now, Twitch is indeed behaving. Deep monotone German voice sounds sexy. I, I, I really don't think that I sound German though. Like not at all. I don't even think that there's an ounce of German in me. To be frank. Actually, I do have data on this, in fact, because I did like a in my ancestry test, very early last year, like January 2020, and I also got my results on that same month at around the end of the month, I think, and gotta say, I was a little bit surprised by some of the results, but not too surprised by others. You have to change the screen. Don't tell me what to do. You're not my boss. I don't know what it is called. The overlay. Yeah. The overlay. That's what you meant. That's what you meant. There we go. Hello there, Tech. Bloody Fedora has made it into the chat. Hello there, Bloody Fedora. How are you doing tonight? I can actually, like, let me see. If I can find that chart again with, like, my exact DNA data. Well, the best guesstimate that my ancestry was able to give me, I should say. Then I can definitely hook you up with that information, since I think it's pretty interesting. Let me see. But my ancestry has not emailed me in quite some time. Like, they haven't asked for my money in a while. I'm slightly offended. Let me see. Oh, wait, was it my ancestry? No, it was my heritage. Sorry. My mistake. Big mistake on my end. Now let me see. Upgrade your DNA kit, it says. Hang on. I am still looking for it. It's somewhere around here. Okay. It says you've got matches. Somewhere around here. So let me go ahead and take a look. There's a video I want you to watch. Oh yeah? Just know that I probably can't watch it on stream. Not necessarily, because I've actually been having issues regarding copyright claims. Like the last couple of times that I have watched videos on stream, like I've gotten in trouble with like copyright claims and the like. So I've been avoiding doing that more as of late. So I do apologize for that. Come on. I'm like trying to find that data. It's like, where are you? Let's see. Okay, it just says here. Yeah, DNA matches. Come on, like, where's the thing where, like, it tells me exactly what's in me? There is no music in the video, no worries. Okay, well, what do you have in mind then? What could it be? Damn it, I really cannot find it. I have no idea where it went. Let's see. Make the most out of your DNA results. There's you got DNA matches. Upgrade DNA to receive health reports. Francisco, your MyHeritage DNA sample has arrived. It says track kit. Well, maybe if I click on this, it'll take me to where I'm supposed to go. I will send it through YouTube. Oh, no problem. Sure thing. Sounds good. Let me do that. And look at that. You do have the, like that thing. That little emote, I suppose, that tells you, that you are indeed a moderator. Isn't that cool? It's so different on YouTube. It's more like the guy that fixes it's more like the guy that fixes stuff versus like the guy that has a sword and is there to like guide things on Twitch. I mean, protect things and fight things on Twitch. Let me see. Now I'm like super interested in getting back to that. Like it's been so long since I revisited it. Ah, okay, here we go. I found it. View the full estimate, and I can probably show this to you guys as well, but we did, however, I am supposed to look at a video here. Okay, let's see. Really hope I will not get in trouble for this. I am both a knight and an engineer. Yeah, there you go. Or are you going to review the Samsung Q9U, says High Aquatic? Yes, I did order my review unit. It is on its way. It will be arriving pretty soon, I hope. Probably by April 1st, and I should be able to review it maybe like by around the week or so. It's taking a little bit longer with me. I'm not exactly sure why. Okay, so what I'm going to do to try and get over this just a little bit is to, well, probably not watch it with any kind of audio in it. But this is a pizza vending machine, which is pretty insane. This video has 8.5 million views. The pizza is ready in 3 minutes. So like if you order it, you just have to sit there and wait for 3 minutes until it actually dispenses it. And does it do an entire pie, I wonder, or is it just going to be like in slices? I'm only seeing pies here, so I'm assuming that it would be pies. But let's see. Okay, so this guy paid what I'm assuming was like 1,000 yen. I think. Maybe I shouldn't guess the currency. And then we wait, and then we see this little light coming out. What is your favorite pizza? I'm definitely a plain pizza guy. Like when it comes to like toppings and stuff, I really don't like toppings on pizza. I can tolerate pepperoni, but I much prefer to not have any kind of toppings on my pizza. I'm extremely picky when it comes to food in general, and pizza is one of those things that it's like I really don't want anything on that. But when it comes to like pizza restaurants, I would have to say that my favorite pizzeria would probably have to be, like, let's say that I had to choose between like the big three, right? The big three being Papa John's, Domino's Pizza, and Pizza Hut. I think it might be Pizza Hut. What about you? What is your favorite pizza, perhaps? And this thing actually even comes boxed up, it seems, or like do you have to do that yourself? Blood Fedora says, no worries, I spent my time to see if there was anything that will get you into trouble, but no audio works as well. The guy says nothing, and there's only car sounds anyway. Oh, I mean, there might still be a copyright strike right there, or a claim of sorts saying you used my car horn sound effects. You'd be surprised as to how sensitive it can be. And here it is like giving you an estimate as to how long it's going to take before it's finally done, it seems. So then moving forward, we're here. Come on, show me the pizza. Oh, okay. Here it is actually finally starting to come out, and it comes out like this. Look at that. It took double the time of 3 minutes, so it took 6 minutes, and then that's like his change. And it actually comes like boxed. It's ready for takeout, and it doesn't even look that bad, to be honest. That's That's so crazy to me. Noah chant. You see, Noah's actually not here at the moment, so my sincerest of apologies. Noah is he is currently at his father's house. Can you do a review on the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 mic interface and headphone bundle? I already did one on the microphone interface. I haven't seen the headphone bundle though. What headphones does it come with? Actually, would you mind dropping a link maybe in the chat there? I would very much appreciate that. And this even comes with a pizza cutter and napkins. I mean, napkins make sense, but but a pizza cutter is actually pretty funny. Though, I mean, it doesn't seem like this is the cheapest pizza either. It is a vending machine, and yeah, like your pizza would be ready pretty quickly. But still, like just imagine doing all of this in public like that. A hot and cheesy slice. There you go. I mean, again, like this pizza does not look bad at all. I would eat it. I would love to try it out. Wow, it tastes like freshly made pizza from a restaurant. Okay, that's probably an exaggeration. Crust is cooked and not soggy. It does look like it's been burnt in some places, and this guy just ate the entire pie. I would not be able to do that either. Like, I think that actually rather sensitive to that. Like, I just don't really eat too much at once. However, let's go back to the just chatting window. Thank you, Blade Fedora, for sharing that. Gary Langan asks, can we be friends? Please confirm that you're not a bot. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay, so here we go. Let me just make sure that there isn't any kind of like information that is not meant to be known. Over here, the guy shows in the video that you can package the pizza as well. No, yeah, like I did notice that you could just like close up the box and just like take it with you, like it's ready for takeout. It is kind of crazy that vending machines like that exist at all. Though that is also pretty awesome, I gotta say. Okay, so here we go. Are you guys ready to take a look at this? I'm going to expose myself, and I hope that you guys don't mind at all. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going back to the live window over here, and as you can see here, so this is what I consist of at the moment. So according to this, to these tests, I am 49.6% Iberian, which here it says Eastern Puerto Rico and USA, Hawaii, Texas, and New York. I find that to be pretty strange, considering that they're actually mostly pointing towards Spain and Portugal, which makes a lot more sense. Is this a repeat? A repeat? A repeat? No. This is not a repeat. A repeat of what, I wonder? Hey, well, thank you very much for that subscription. Lone Haria? I hope I said that correctly. I feel like I completely butchered it. My sincerest apologies for that. The Fedora says, unfortunately in my country, these machines would not last. Vandals are everywhere because those people have no love in their hearts. How dare they vandalize pizza vending machines? That would be despicable, for goodness sakes. Despicable. So yeah, according to this, it's 49.6% Iberian, and then there's 4.7% Greek and South Italian. There is 1.5% Finnish, which I thought was actually kind of hilarious. And then there is Balkan. There is 1% in there. So from somewhere in this area, I apparently have some kind of blood in. Could be Albania, North Macedonia, Bulgaria, Romania, Serbia, Kosovo. I've never heard of that country. Albania, I think I mentioned that. Montenegro, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Slovenia, probably Austria, Slovakia, and Hungary. I wanted to take my DNA test. I know. Like usually these things are pretty fun to go about. Like how do I explain it? Like it's always nice to like do this kind of stuff, like just to see what you know, like what else could be in your own blood. And it took me a very long time to finally like decide to do this, because like these tests are not exactly cheap, but the one that I found was half off at that time, so I was like, why not? I may as well do it. Let me treat myself for Christmas. And then I got the results sometime in January 2020. So this is actually pretty old, but I don't know if this has been getting updated like with time or not. Probably Roman and German in my blood. I don't know. Maybe. Could be. It very much could be. Like I mean, I really was not expecting any of these to be in me. I knew that this would be because of my last name. I mean, like just in general, I have a very Portuguese name. And then there would be 13.4% Mesoamerican and Andean. I don't think I've ever heard the word Andean before, but like essentially I probably have ties somewhere in these regions between the lower half of Mexico and the end of Chile. So that would be for that 13.4%. And then there would be another percentage over here that's actually from Africa. And I believe these percentages have actually gone down over time, because I think this was exactly 13.3% or 12.6%. Not entirely sure, but I could have sworn that this was actually higher at one point. So there's that. That is the highest percentage of African that I have in me according to these results. And then there's North African, West African, Sierra Leonean. I feel like I butchered that entirely as well. Central African, and then Somali. And yeah, that is essentially what I am comprised of. Which this I would say that the most surprising part was honestly like the other roughly 10% of European that's apparently in here. This I obviously knew that was here. This I definitely knew was here as well. This was I guess also kind of surprising, but it really shouldn't be at the time. But oh well. So yeah, there you go. Now you know everything about me. You know everything that needs to be known about Tech Summit, the real Tech Summit. You can go to all of these countries if you want to find Tech Summit. But with that said, I've actually kind of neglected to mention, but we're actually here with a full-on live microphone review. So this is going like totally off topic now, I know, but this is the Electro Voice ND46. This is a very, very good $150 dynamic microphone that I think sounds very good. It is very tiny, which I wasn't expecting, but Electro Voice is a pretty expensive brand for the most part when it comes to microphones and just like audio in general. So I think it's kind of expected that they would probably want to make this as like small a package as possible. But Fedora asks, the real question is, what do you plan to add in the future? Like, what do I? Oh, in here? Oh, I mean, I don't know. I don't really have any plans for what I would add in the future on here, onto this pool. I don't think that's really up to me to decide right now. I think that that'll just be a future Francisco that might end up making that decision. And yeah, the stats are actually kind of wonky. I've noticed. Like on Streamlabs, it won't always show you the actual amount of people that are watching. What is the best cheapish mic that you would recommend? The best cheapish mic? Are we talking about USB or XLR? Also, your name is amazing. Oh, well, thank you. I very much appreciate that. But were you referring to USB or XLR there? Because my answer is definitely going to vary depending on which kind. Blood Fedora says, I think that due to the shape of my eyes, maybe, just maybe, I might have some Turkish blood on it, but that's a maybe, I'm not sure, but mostly Roman and German. Okay, gotcha. I mean, I have very big eyes. I don't know what, where that would lead me in particular. And though you have already mentioned German in the past, that's gotta be in you, so, hey. Oh, XLR, you say? Okay, so as for XLR microphone, honestly, I would say that the best cheapish XLR microphone that I can recommend right now would have to be the Movo MV5. The MV7 is apparently just like a very slight upgrade from the MV5, but the MV5 is $100. It's a condenser microphone. Comes with a shock mount, comes with a pop filter, already comes with the XLR cable as well. And it just sounds really, really good. It's really crisp. Like, Movo makes some very good affordable microphones. Like, extremely good in my opinion. What do you mean by Tech Summit 5.0 in your bio? Oh, okay. I'm glad that you asked, actually. So in my bio, like, when I first started the channel, that was technically Tech Summit 1.0. However, like, as I made like upgrades to my channel, or I should say like to the way that I make content, I just had like this thing that I always wanted to like add a number to it. And the last like update per se was technically with Tech Summit 5.0, which is when I moved my filming setup upstairs to the attic, and I also switched microphones for recording my videos. And many things along the lines like that. Like, just like every time that there is a change in the channel that is significant like that, I always add a number. And the 0.1 actually came because there were some like very minor changes made along the way. Like the upload schedule changed, the frequency of uploads, and just like what kind of products we like touch on here also changed, and things like that. But like, it was too minor to make like an update video on it, so like I just decided to go into my bio and change that to like 5.0. So that's essentially where the 5.0 comes from. But there is actually going to be a 6.0 starting on April 1st, and no, it is not an April Fool's joke at all. Blood Fedora says, when I focus, my eyes take a very specific sharp shape, unlike a German person, but like a Turkish person. But normally the jaw and everything looks German. That's a very interesting observation that you made there. I wonder what exactly made you want to like evaluate that, I suppose. Hamza asks the Movo MV5. Yes, the Movo and MV5. Again, $100. Comes with a pop filter. Comes with a shock mount. Comes with an XLR cable. Comes obviously with the microphone itself, and it sounds very, very, very good for the money. It's very crisp for sure. By 2030, we will have Tech Summit 20.5. Yeah, probably so. It might just depend on the updates. But I would say that like the full number updates come almost like every 8 months or so. Like on average, I guess. So I think I can see that happening within the next 9 years. It could probably end up going that high, but again, I guess we'll see. Maybe we'll get somewhere near that. Bloody Fedora says, I don't know. I just want to know now, but unfortunately, I don't know how to do the test and where to do it. I mean, I can probably try to inform you on how I ended up doing it and see if maybe it's something that you might be able to accomplish as well. So, on Amazon, I kind of just like ordered a kit, and then they ask you to take like cotton swabs, and they ask for a couple of saliva samples, and you just like put those in like a little jar, and then you send those to like whatever shipping label they give you, and then within a couple of weeks, they email you the results. So like it's not like they have to send anything back to you, really. I think it should be available for you either way. I mean, I would hope so at least. Could you maybe drop me a link? I can't find it. Yeah, sure thing, no problem. I can definitely look for it. Movo MV5. Let's see. Come on. It is loading up. Unstoppably, Trimax says, hello to you. How are you doing tonight? And thank you for dropping by, of course. Let's see. Oh, wow, I actually cannot find it either. I wonder what's going on here. Unless I mixed up the model number, which is a very strong possibility. There's a very strong chance that may have happened. Let me think. Movo. Oh, wait a second. I think it's the VSM5. Hang on. No, not even then. I don't see it now either. Yeah, like what's going on? Movo. What's going on? These microphones were at the forefront. Come on, more mics. Give me... Sure. I guess. Show me podcasting mics over here. Okay. So I am looking at the list now. I'm seeing some pictures as well. And... Oh, okay. Since it looks like the 5 is currently sold out on Amazon, I'm going to drop you a link to the VSM 7 instead. Like that one costs at the moment $125. Again, still a very good price for a very fantastic microphone, but still, here we go. I hope that that's useful to you. Or if it is even available in my country. John McFarcat says, nothing is stronger than love, except an M32 rotary grenade launcher, because F that guy and everyone around that guy. What? Buddy, I don't even get that joke. I feel like I'm missing out here on some important context. What's up with Trimax? Do you think the ND46 is better than the Shure MV7 or the Shure SM7B? No. It's definitely not better than the Shure SM7B. It sounds pretty good. And I can say that it could bring some competition to the MV7, but not to the SM7B. I mean, that's like you can EQ this to sound pretty good, but the SM7B just has this kind of richness to it, and it's also got like a broader sound to it than this microphone is capable of, and then the MV7 is capable of. So, I don't think that this microphone is better than either one. $125 and $95 on shipping? That is insane. That is insane, really? Why is that? It just says Prime on my end, but jeez, I mean, that's pretty insane. It didn't make sense unless you had the power to eat colors. Shut the up. I cannot take any more of this. I simply need straight up answers, straight up things to be sent to me. I don't know. I'm clearly tired. Yes, $95 shipping. Ayo. Hello, Koi PK. It's no longer Koi PK SAO, it seems. That Epic Gamer says hello. Hello to you. I hope you're doing well so far. Hi. Is the SM58 good? I've never tested the SM58. Let me take a look though. Oh, I see which microphone that is. The SM58, huh? I've never tested it. So funnily enough, I actually also ordered the Samsung Q2U, I believe. Because that is a microphone that has been requested that I review in the past. And that microphone is actually cheaper than this Shure SM58. But it is a microphone that I have heard a lot of great things about, especially for the money. So, hey, hopefully it'll do well. He uses onomatopoeia as a weapon of mental destruction. Who does? Who is that? Is the SM58 good? We got through that already. Being from Jordan, that's sort of the norm. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That is unfortunate. You be paying almost twice as much for the microphone just to be able to get it. I'm very sorry to hear that. That is very unfortunate. I mean, like, aren't there? What options would there be in Jordan? It's Koi PK on YouTube. I had to add the SAO on Twitch. Okay, got it. Gotcha. Jumafari Cat. The near-death experience brought new ideas to light. Nobody has encountered an explosive daisy and lived to tell the tale. No, well, that's because daisies don't explode. Duh. Like, duh. We learned this in school. Like, they specifically say daisies don't explode. Daisies aren't dangerous. I just can't wait to hear what counter you're going to have to that flawless logic of mine. But man, like, as for you, Hamza, I do wonder, like, what alternatives could there be then? Like, what is accessible to you that wouldn't make it so that you would have to pay $95 in shipping? Because that's just absolutely insane. Oh, and the HyperX and Red Dragon mics. Oh, speaking of Red Dragon mics, so I've technically never actually reviewed a Red Dragon microphone on the channel, but I do actually have 2 reviews ready for 2 different Red Dragon microphones. Now, it should be said, I am actually a very big fan of like Red Dragon stuff. My first gaming keyboard was a Red Dragon keyboard. My first gaming mouse was a Red Dragon mouse. My first gaming headset was a Red Dragon headset. And I actually kind of really miss that headset. I gave it away to a friend though. So like, I am a fan of Red Dragon stuff, but when it comes to their microphones, I have tested 2, and I am going to spoil how I feel about these microphones anyway, because honestly, it doesn't matter. So the first microphone that I tested was actually a $30 microphone of theirs called the Red Dragon Safer. And that microphone was either defective or just completely screwed. to some degree. Like, it's one thing that it works through a 3.5 millimeter jack. So like if you connect it to your camera, it directly, like it actually works pretty alright. But if you want to use it with your computer, you know, to record the audio directly onto your computer or something like that, so much distortion and crackling no matter what I did. One. And two, there's also the issue of it being an omnidirectional mic for some stupid reason. So that microphone actually picks up a ton of noise as well. And now there's the second Red Dragon microphone that I took a look at, and that is going to be the Red Dragon Blazar. That microphone is actually pretty nice in a lot of ways. I love the way that it's built. I think it comes with a good shock mount. I think it comes... I mean, like, the fact that it comes with a windscreen at all is also pretty cool. I just kind of wish that it had a headphone jack, but this microphone is also an omnidirectional microphone instead of cardioid. So, like, it picks up noise just the same from behind you as it would from, like, right in front of you, which is not a very good thing. However, like, from my testing, it still sounded pretty good, but there is still that aspect of it that, you know, like, it's really just not going to be, it's really just not going to be optimal for the vast majority of people for that reason, which is unfortunate because I like Red Dragon so much. And sorry that I went on that rant. Now let's see. Jamu Firecat says, sometimes all you need to do is completely make an ass of yourself and laugh it off to realize that life isn't so bad after all. I disagree. I think that life is awful and everybody knows that anyway. I'm just joking. But let's see. Oh, okay. So like when it comes to HyperX microphones, those I can recommend. I have had a pretty good track record with those. Do you think when I upgrade XLR, I should get the ND46? Yeah, of course. I think this is a really good microphone. I think it does really well, like extremely well actually, when it comes to sound rejection, and it actually handles plosives surprisingly well as well. But this microphone is meant to be used from like pretty close to you, so inevitably you are still going to be dealing with plosives no matter what. So do keep that in mind, of course. And now, let's see. I covered my friend in baby oil. He said to me, "Greetings from the real universe." I was sure that he was the devil that created red sparkly glitter. I don't know. I don't really quite know what that means. I feel like I'm being... like Jamu Firecat is attempting to enlighten me, and I'm simply not accepting it. Hamza, send the message again, but without the bad word. It automatically censors these words, or you can use instead. No worries. Tech automatically censors himself when he says such things, but YouTube is kind of picky with those things. Oh yeah, like it tends to be kind of a... yeah, like, I mean, I don't mind words like that, like swear words in the chat. I would just like censor myself when I read those out. But yeah, like Twitch and YouTube will be pretty picky about which ones they'll end up allowing. Deleted message. Well, let's think. I can get a bunch of Audio Technica stuff. Okay, Audio Technica is pretty good. Specifically when it comes to their headphones. The Focusrite bundle I asked you about, Behringer, CM something, and a bunch of Ghetto as well. LMAO. I'm laughing too. No problem, Bloody Fedora. Thanks for the help. I don't know, like where that sarcastic comment of mine came from, but there it was. So when it comes to Audio Technica, personally, I wouldn't really recommend the AT2020 because, I mean, I just really wasn't a fan of the AT2020. That's like one of the very few Audio Technica microphones I've tested. I've tested a couple of their headphones in the past, so like I do like their headphones quite a lot. When it comes to their microphones, I've really only tested two. That would be the Audio Technica AT2020 and the Audio Technica BP40. One microphone, that being the AT2020, I didn't really love all that much. I think that it sounded pretty tinny. and that it didn't do that well when it came to sound rejection and stuff like that. But the Audio-Technica BP40 was actually my main microphone for a good few months, until I eventually upgraded to this bad boy over here. Let me see if I can pull him out. This is the Electro Voice RE27ND. This is the microphone that I usually use, but tonight I'm using the ND46 from the same brand, in fact. Is the Bear Dynamic 459038 DT990 Pro good? I have no idea. I've never tested that microphone. In fact, I've never really tested anything from Bear Dynamic. I've heard of the brand before, though. Okay, so here we go. So that would be just straight up the DT990 Pro. I don't think that they would. Oh, wait a second. These are headphones, actually. My apologies. Like, that's how little I knew. My apologies. But yeah, like, this appears to be an open back pair of headphones. I would love to give them a try, actually. I would love to give them a try and see for myself if I would end up liking them or not. And it looks like they have two versions. So they have an 80 ohms version, and then they have a 250 ohms version. I mean, the 250 ohms one is just the one that would require more power to drive, which, I mean, that wouldn't really be an issue since I have an audio interface here. So I'm gonna go ahead and add these onto my cart. I'm probably going to check them out because I would like to do some more headphone reviews as well, considering that I've been doing so many microphone reviews for quite a while now. No worries, mate. I would love to check these out, though. Though sorry that I don't actually have a response or an opinion on these as of now. I do, however, notice that the black color does appear to be more expensive than the gray color for the 990 Pro, which is kind of a shame because I do prefer the black padding over the gray padding, but oh well. Oh well. Speaking of which, like, is there anything else that you guys have kind of been wanting to see a review on? I've been looking at quite a few products as of late, and also, like, if the plosives start to become a bit much, do let me know, and I'll go grab a pop filter. That's not a problem. If you want an idea on how overpriced the market is here, I could drop you a link to a local store here. Convert the price and let me know what you think if you're up to it. Go for it. Hi fam, and hello Harold Visuals, thank you for stopping by. How are you doing tonight? But yes, Hamza, go ahead and drop that link, and I would love to take a look and just see if it really is that bad. Could you give a shout out to my friends Sebastian, Hope, Adam, and Maddie? Excuse me for a moment. So I would like to give a very special shout out to Harold's Visuals friends, Sebastian, Hope, Adam, and Maddie, and I hope that you all have a wonderful night. Screen share as well, please. Yeah, no problem. Sure thing. Just make sure to send over that link. If I can even see it, but I don't think I see anything yet. I hope that YouTube didn't just automatically block that. I would hope that it would show me, but I'm not sure nowadays with the way that YouTube likes to behave at times. Oh, also, Harold's Visuals, do let me know if you like that shout out, if that shout out was good enough, or if I should be more energetic, perhaps. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. No worries. Thanks for stopping by at all. I very much appreciate it. But yeah, to you guys, the Samsung Q9U did release pretty recently, and I did order it. It is on its way here, and I will be reviewing it very, very soon. I've been pretty interested in it since a lot of people have been comparing it to some pretty expensive microphones, but let's see how that ends up going. You got a Discord that I could send it to you on? Yes, I do, actually. Jamu Firecat, if you're still around, can you please drop a link to the Discord in the chat? I would really appreciate that. If not, I'll try to just grab it myself as well. That's not a problem. And I do encourage you to join the Discord as well. I think it is a pretty cool place. I'm not there all that often, unfortunately, as much as I try to be, but I do still try to do my best to be around. Let's see. Okay, so you can go ahead and actually send it right here. Let me go ahead and just drop it on the YouTube chat. Hopefully you should be able to see it from there, but let's see. There you go. Hopefully that ought to work. Yeah, YouTube deletes the link, sadly. That is unfortunate. I mean, I can probably do something about that, actually. I'm not entirely sure. I can surely look into that. Ah, here we go. Okay, it looks like I got a message. Ah, thank you, yo bestie. Let's see. Let's go ahead and take a look. So we're over here in audiowave.com. Okay. So, interesting. These numbers look extremely high to me. But I haven't looked at the actual American dollar value. So let's go ahead and actually just see what the price of the I mean, like what is the name of this currency anyway? Like, would it be Jordan dollars? Okay, so it says here 215, I'm guessing, thousand. But then again, I'm not really entirely sure. Okay, so I'm going to do some screen sharing, of course, because I said I would. So here we go. So I'm looking currently at the Rode Pod mic over here, and this is what that is going to look like. I believe, even though there is a dot here, I believe this is supposed to represent 1,000. So I would love to actually be able to translate this about. So let me see. To dollar, just American dollar. Convert GOD to USD. Let's see. What's this? Okay. Okay, so let me try this again. So that would be 215. Jesus Christ. $303 with 24 cents. So like essentially this microphone in Jordan would cost it would cost more than triple the price. That is pretty insane. That's so ridiculous. More than triple the price. Because the Rode Pod mic here in the US costs about $99, like $99.99, maybe $100 exactly. So like seeing this, it's kind of sad. Like, ooh, you know, I used to work in Best Buy once upon a time, and I used to work in the very highly populated, highly condensed area in Manhattan. When it came to Best Buy, and we used to get a lot of tourists from all over the world, And I do remember specifically tourists from Argentina. Uh, uh, Oftentimes they would tell me that it would be cheaper uh, uh, to like buy a ticket from Argentina to New York, and buy whatever product they wanted to get. Like in this case, a laptop, for instance. Like get whatever laptop they wanted to get here in New York, and then to just buy it in Argentina. Like it would just be more economically viable to leave the country to go buy that object than to buy it over there, which I thought was just absolutely insane. And thank you so much for suggesting the Samsung G-Track Pro. It is the best mic ever. It is such a fantastic microphone, yeah. I'm very glad that you like it. And I hope that you continue to like it. Will you eat a hoagie? I said it that way on purpose this time. I remember that it is a hoagie. And a hoagie is a sandwich, right? Like, it's not just the name of the shop. I never got clarification on that. Hamza says, and not to mention that this is not the most overpriced site. Lucky me. Aw, man, that does make me a little bit sad to hear, to be honest. I mean, that is pretty insane. $303. I really, like, okay, like, I kind of thought that it might end up being double the price, and I probably would have been like, okay, that is still pretty insane, but kind of expected. My guy, the 2080 costs $2,500. I can't wait to see how much that actually is. Hang on, let me see. I need to know. That is $3,526. That is so insane. And by the way, this is how the Electro Voice ND46 handles yelling and freaking out. It handles it all right. So that is insane. If you want to buy an RTX 2080 in Jordan, you have to pay $3,526, or at least the equivalent of such. That could buy you here. If, like, let's pretend that stock is normal here in the US, right? Like, let's pretend that stock for graphics cards has finally normalized. A 3090, you could buy two 3090s and still have $500-ish left to spend on, like, a 3070 if you really wanted to. Like, that's insane. Or even just get, like, the SLI bridge with that, and that would be way better. I mean, even just one 3090 would be infinitely better than a 2080. I used to have a 2080 in my system. I sold that system and I upgraded to a 3090, and the differences are definitely there. Very much so. So, like, this is insane. This really killed me right here. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing this. It's not just the name of the shop. Oh, so a hoagie is actually a sandwich. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I guess I would probably eat a hoagie. I am very picky though, so what goes inside of that sandwich, I'm sure I would end up nagging about. Torture says, yo, hello to you, Torture. How are you doing tonight? Harold's Visuals. What do you think about the artwork of Adam Hillman? It's worth to Google. Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and take a look. And well, I actually want to leave this open in case I get asked again to explore other prices. But let's see, Adam Hillman Art. Let's go ahead and take a look. Ooh, cool. So what medium is this exactly? Color Perfectionism from Adam Hillman. Here, it kind of looks like he took like just like a bunch of color pencils and or actually like sticks, and then like kind of just like put I'll put them together. I forgot the name of this medium exactly, but I think it's pretty cool. I dig it. Just like combining a bunch of different objects. Oh my! Like even Lucky Charms and marshmallows over here, like just to create a scenery. I think it's really cool, and that's super creative. Like he's making a lot of very interesting pieces off of like super cheap stuff to buy. It's really cool. Wait, did he do this too? It looks like he recreated the screen painting as well with just paper clips. That's really cool. I can only imagine like the amount of bending that he had to do like with these paper clips, but that's honestly really cool. I dig it. I like it. Have you ever tried the Blue Spark? What mic do you usually stream with? It's funny that you ask, actually, because yes, I had tried the Blue Spark, and I do have a review for it. It's not public yet on the channel, but it should be pretty soon, actually. If I take a look at my schedule, then that video is scheduled to come out on April 12th. So yeah. Yes, I have tried it out. I think that the Blue Spark sounds pretty good, but there are better microphones for the money, in my opinion. I think that there was a bit of a missed opportunity with that microphone, especially since that microphone doesn't really have any protection against explosives, really. I mean, the capsule is basically completely exposed besides like just that metal mesh that always goes over any and every microphone. So I think that they could have done better when it comes to protection from explosives regarding that microphone in particular. But the sound itself is actually pretty good. And if you EQ it, like you can make it sound even nicer. So I had to say that I think that the Blue Spark is really a microphone that you should get for the looks, if that's the kind of look that you want. But they're better sounding microphones. My microphones with a broader, more open sound that just allow for a lot more creativity and customization with your own voice. So what do you think is good to put in gaming space? What do you mean by that? Like as in what? Like, are you talking about just for decorations, or are you referring to like help with sound dampening? Do clarify on that, please. What mic do you usually stream with? Oh yes, I actually did forget to answer that part of your chat message. So the one that I usually stream with is actually the Electro Voice RE27ND. It's this microphone over here. I know that it is actually kind of tough to see. Let me try to bring it closer if I can. I just had to like move the arm around. It's this microphone here. It is attached to its shock mount. So yeah, this is usually the microphone that I stream with. But tonight I am streaming with the Electro Voice RE27ND. No, tonight I am streaming with the Electro Voice ND46. My apologies. I messed that up. Why is that message for me to analyze? What's wrong with it? Yeah, what's wrong with what exactly? Pretty confused here. Yeah, what message was it exactly? I don't think I see anything odd. Like not on the Twitch window and not on the YouTube window. It seems to be fine on both. Maybe it's the Chinese part? Come on. I mean, I have no idea what the message even says, so no idea. Dizzy YT. Not YTT, by the way, but just YT this time. Well, actually, I even said your name incorrectly because it is, in fact, Dizzy_YT period. Well, howdy there. Howdy to you as well, Dizzy_YT period. How are you doing tonight? Hamza, yo, best friend, I got another mic for you to check on Discord. Okay, sure thing, sure thing. Let me just go back to Discord over here. I'm gonna go ahead and click on this. Let's go ahead and take a look. Do you have 10 million tabs open? Yeah, so what? Are you jelly? Are you jealous? Oh, the Blue Yeti. Yes, I can already tell that this thing is way overpriced. I mean, if 215 is the equivalent of $303, then this would be slightly over that. And no, I would not recommend that you spend that much on a Blue Yeti. Definitely not. Good Mr. Space Summit. Why? Well, funny that you should ask. The reason for it is because sometimes, and this is like an extremely first world problem, mind you, extremely first world. So the issue is that I like to keep tabs open because I'm afraid that that I might want to reference like any of the other tabs and like stuff like that I visited, and that I'm going to want to go back to it. So that's kind of why I leave it open. Plus, a little bit of a humble brag, I guess. My computer can handle it just fine. In fact, when it comes to RAM consumption, let me go ahead and take a look at that exactly. So I'm only taking up 18% of my memory, so I'll be fine. Your RAM is crying out. No, actually. According to my stats, it is doing just fine. Not even an entire quarter of my RAM is being used. And I'm currently streaming while I have all of these tabs open. And this is only on one side of the window, because on the other side I have like another 10 million open. When is the Aston Stealth video up? So that video is actually scheduled to come out much later into April. However, if you want to know my opinions on that microphone, I can actually tell you now what I think about it. It still is because it's you. Is that an insult? Excuse me? I have no idea what you're trying to imply with that. And you're also saying here, buy a Shure SM7B for extra bass. No, I can just add more bass to this. I mean, we have to be more budget conscious, don't we? I'm about to get called a hypocrite, I know. So go for it. And Bloody Fedora was actually just confirming. Wait a second, Torture, you actually mentioned something a little bit earlier. Oh, for decoration. Okay, so for your gaming space, if you want to decorate your gaming space, I normally do like to recommend RGB lights, of course, but then again, who wouldn't? So if you don't want to spend a lot of money on decorations, an RGB strip would be very good. Like one that would just stick like to right behind your desk. That would actually look pretty nice, especially like against your wall and everything. So like that's one thing to try. And that's one thing that almost universally most people tend to like. Add a duck to the gaming setup. Yeah, there you go. Fluffster. Oh yeah, but when it comes to my thoughts on the Aston Stealth, I was honestly kind of underwhelmed with it. So the Aston Stealth has four different modes. In fact, hang on, just 1 second. Okay, so this right here is the Aston Stealth. This is a $379 microphone, and this thing is immediately, like, as soon as you hold it, it feels great in the hand. It's got a great build to it. It's very hefty. I think that it handles plosives really well as well, because it's actually got the pop filter right there, or a windscreen, I guess, and it is actually pretty thick, so like it does handle that pretty well. And it even has like a purple LED lighter on the bottom, because this microphone can actually be used with and without phantom power. Now, I could not discern exactly why it allows for that. So like I kind of just like chalked it up to it just being more so like depending on what audio interface you have, maybe your interface doesn't really have a ton of gain built in, but you can give it phantom power and stuff, and like compensate for that, and then that's when that purple LED light would actually show up around here. So like there's that. But this microphone has 4 modes of speaking. So you have V1, which is more so meant for male voices, and it is actually going to be more so like a boost in the mid frequencies. And then you have V2, which is actually a boost in the highs, which is more so for women. It is supposed to emphasize a woman's voice, or I suppose somebody with a higher pitched voice. And then you have G, which is actually for instrument recording, or more so for like recording guitar audio. So that mode is not meant for speaking. And then you have D mode, which is a dark mode, and that's the best mode, easily the best mode for speaking into it. Like it is just a lot smoother, and this is honestly, D mode is probably the only one that I would recommend for people to use in general. However, this microphone, I just found that in order for it to really sound like good, it does need some EQ work. Like, you do have to work around this microphone. I don't think that out of the box you're going to get very good sound right away, unless your voice sounds good with D mode. Because V1 just has too much of a boost in the mids. V2 has too much of a boost in the highs. G is meant for instruments, and then D mode is more so like the smoother roll off there. So there's that. I think that this microphone had really good potential for sure, but when it comes to the sound, I think that they could have done better here. Like, I think that they could have included a flatter sound, at least like a flatter sound signature to it. However, what you could do instead is actually just go over to, let's say, V1. Like, if you're male, like, you just go over to V1, and then like you could do some EQ work there. You could just end up bringing down the mids and increasing the highs and the lows in order to add more clarity to this microphone. So there are ways of fixing the audio. But to follow up actually on that question that I just saw, so what would you say is better, SM7B or Aston? The SM7B is the better microphone between the two, in my opinion, because the Aston, in my opinion, requires work to make it sound great. And the SM7B for most people will work already by default as it is. But on top of that, customizing it when it comes to your voice. However, when it comes to instrument recording and things like that, this might actually be a better option. But I'm not really a musician. So like between the SM7B and the Aston Stealth, I would get the SM7B. I would spend the extra $20 or so on the SM7B. I wanted this microphone to be better. I don't think it is though. And in the midst of my entire like live review of a totally different microphone, I ended up like missing a bunch of messages here. Whoops, excuse me. You're excused, Dizzy _YT period said quite a while ago. And he says, yeah, tech is just a a fantasy, not a real obtainable goal, sadly. I could tell you everything you want to know about PC building, but I can't, for the life of me, get something remotely decent. It saddens me to hear that for sure. Like, imagine being able to learn all of that stuff, not being able uh to actually be able to practice it. Like, that would be pretty upsetting, I think. So man, I mean, it is so great that you are as knowledgeable as you are, like, when it comes to tech and all. It is important to be able to, like, put these things to use, though, and it's unfortunate that that's not always an option for you. For LED lights, check out Govee RGB lights. They're good. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Fit check. I had lots of dark dreams recently, mostly about Red Vengeance. I don't really know what Red Vengeance is. I mean, I know what both words are in individually, but I don't know what they're meant to signify together. So go ahead and explain some more if you like. I'll just stick to my HyperX Cloud 2. HyperX Cloud 2. Oh, the headset. Gotcha. Man, I never got to review that headset, actually. What is the best cheap XLR interface? Well, in my opinion, cheap would be like $100 or so. And I think the one I would recommend is the Scarlett Solo. Focusrite Scarlett Solo. It is a really tiny audio interface that costs about, I think, $120, I believe, and it does have very good clean preamp. So yeah, like, that's the one that I would recommend for a cheap one. Oh, you meant like $50? Oh man, I actually don't really know of any good interfaces that are only $50. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. There exist a bunch that cost about $50 that I have actually come across on Amazon, but I've never been able to. I've never gone around to testing any of them, sadly. Not today, though. Today was nice. A riverbed and floating crystallized cotton. Wow, like, such a shift in tone there. I'm happy to hear it. Blake Adelson. 2 mics you should try. The SM57 and the SM58, I think you meant. And I actually did receive a recommendation earlier for the SM58. I'll give that a try at some point, sure. The SM57, I think I will as well. I've actually ordered the Q2U and the Q9U, so I will be reviewing those relatively soon as well. Thank you for those recommendations, though. Again, I'm always looking for recommendations, so thank you. I really appreciate it. The nearest to $50. I mean, like, I can try and find something, but, like, it's not, like, the most reliable information because I haven't exactly tested any that costs around $50. And what I can do is probably just recommend a reputable brand. So I'm going to try my best here. Hang on a sec. Sorry. A random audio interface. Oh, so you are still here. I have an idea, Tech. Go to a random music shop and get an audio interface, a random audio interface. I guess I could probably do that. That could be an option, sure. But I guess you weren't leaving after all, huh? I see how it is. Oh, sometimes I think that you lie to me. I'm just joking. But yeah, like, I can do that. Red, I meant full blood, and vengeance, I mean me being quite the vengeful person, mostly payback those that crossed me. Okay, so like it was that kind of nightmare. But today was a nice dream. Not anything vengeful or bloody. Well, that's good. Nothing to match your name. Dizzy underscore YT period. You do not actually have to follow through with it. You may stay if you want. Now let me think. I guess I could probably like check on Amazon and see something. Probably not just going to share my screen right off the bat though. I might just be switching over to just chatting here. So let me see what I end up finding when it comes to cheap audio interfaces. Oh, he's like, no. It's fine. Well, I understand that you're salty right now, but if you leave, I'll be salty. JK, I do have to go for a bit. Have a great stream. Yeah, no worries. Have a good night, and thank you for stopping by either way. I do appreciate it. And yeah, enjoy, as Tech Summit usually says. $50 audio interface. Let's see. Man, I mean, let's see what I can find. Let's see what I can manage here. I would say it was a nightmare. I didn't feel scared, just relieved and pissed? Odd. Huh. Hamza. Could we get a review on the Samsung SR850 headphones and the Cooler Master MH752 headset? Those are some pretty cool recommendations. Thank you. I'm going to check those out in a bit. Just give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find a reputable brand here that makes audio interfaces for that cheap. I mean, $50. To be honest, I don't think there's going to be a very decent audio interface. Like, you might as well just use I think at that point you probably might as well just use like an XLR to USB cable, if that even exists. But again, like I'll try to see what I can find right now, because I'm also interested in seeing if such a thing would exist that would be worth it. Come on, something from a reputable brand. Anyone showing up here for around $50? Anything? Oh. I think I found something here, actually, from Tascam. Tascam is a reputable brand. Let's see. But this is not really a USB interface. It's more like it actually appears to be more so like a 3.5 millimeter interface, and it appears to be meant actually for iOS devices as well, which is funny, considering that it operates over a 3.5 millimeter cable, and no recent iPhone or iPad is going to have that anymore. Yeah, so this might be a tougher search than I expected, unfortunately. USB to XLR is the thing. Okay. Yeah, so I guess there is that cable. So I think that you may as well just give that a go, but you won't get very good results out of that. It really is worth it to invest more on an audio interface that is from a reputable brand, even if it is, again, going to cost you a bit more. I think it is worth it to save up for a little bit longer if you can't afford to wait, because I'm really not finding anything that would be worth it here for that price tag. The Samsung is like a budget audiophile headphones, and the Cooler Master has a great microphone apparently, so I'm interested to hear your thoughts. That's actually very interesting because I have not come across a gaming headset with even a remotely decent microphone, so that would be very interesting for sure. First, the Samsung SR 850. Oh, so these are like $50 cans, it seems. Okay, I'm down for checking these out. And funnily enough, these were actually in my recommended earlier today when I was looking around Amazon. So I'm gonna go ahead and add these over to my cart. Now, as for that headset, let me go ahead and take a look. So you said that was the Cooler Master MH752. Let's go ahead and take a look. Come on. Ah, here it is. Oh, okay, so this is actually a pretty budget headset. It definitely looks like it is pretty budget, for sure. Then there's the microphone there. Wired, which is usually pretty good. Unprecedented comfort, they say over here in the marketing. Multi-platform compatibility. Crazy good communication. Omnidirectional boom mic keeps your communications crystal clear while simultaneously reducing any background noise. Well, let's see about that. I actually tested out a $300 gaming headset recently. It was the Asus ROG Theta 7.1. Horrible microphone on that one. That review should be coming out at some point. So yes, I'm definitely interested in checking out a headset that actually has a good built-in, or at least like a remotely decent built-in microphone. Though already like the idea of an omnidirectional microphone does make me more concerned because they are making it harder on themselves to like get clear sound and good sound rejection by making this an omnidirectional microphone instead. So that's an interesting choice there, but I'll see when I'll be able to take a look at both. I wouldn't say it was a nightmare story. Oh no worries, I gotcha. You should try Steelseries Arctis Pro headset. That's what I use. Okay, and let's go ahead and take a look. Steelseries Arctis Pro. Wow, it was immediately recommended. The Arctis Pro. So there's a wired one, and there's a wireless one. Yeah, the wireless one is slightly more expensive. Okay, so how do you feel about the microphone on that one? Oh man, I like how those ear cushions look, to be completely honest. And the prices seem about right for what is supposed to be like a premium set of cans. I'll take a look at some point. I'll go ahead and add these over to my cart as well. I'm not saying that I'm gonna buy them right away though. When I say that, it's just that they're kind of just like going to sit there until I'm like, okay, I can get these and try them out. Is the Go XLR worth the price? Yes, I would say that it is. The Go XLR does have like very high quality preamps in it, which is a big reason why a lot of people end up investing in a Go XLR. It's because you already get high quality, powerful preamps on a Go XLR that you would pretty much only find on even more expensive audio interfaces that are more so meant for like audio engineers and things like that. So I mean, it's not to say that the Go XLR is as good as those interfaces, but it is to say that this is probably the best audio interface within its price range for sure. I just picked up the Go XLR. Yes, it is a fantastic interface, no doubt. I forgot to place the no there. No worries, I got you, Bloody Fedora. I get where you were coming at. And oh my gosh, you're actually at 29,124 points, which is pretty cool. That is actually pretty exciting. It means that you are more than a quarter of the way to becoming a VIP on Twitch, and I think that's awesome. I hope that you can get there. How about the Behringer Euphoria interface? Let's take a look. Behringer is a reputable brand, FYI. Behringer Euphoria. I'm guessing you're talking about the UM22. I hope I'm looking at the right interface. Let me see. Is this the right interface? I don't think I'm looking at the correct one. This one's not by Behringer, the one I'm looking at. It was kind of like a Scarlet clone. I think the one that you're referring to is more like it looks like it kind of looks like a toaster, sort of, from the front at least. Oh no, that's actually the top of the interface. That is hilarious. This might be worth giving it a go. Like, considering the price and the fact that it is Behringer. Behringer is a reputable brand. Might be worth giving it a go. Hamza, like, thank you for that recommendation. I appreciate it, and I'm sure that that he appreciates it as well. Has the Audi's Penrose been brought up yet? No, actually, it has not. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Audi's Penrose. Let's go ahead and take a look. Penrose X. Ooh, well that is a gaming headset I've never heard of in the past. I'm actually seeing one that is about $400 here. The Audi's Mobius Premium 3D, and then there is the Penrose, which is the one that you recommended, and that one's actually $300. Man, I thought that only Asus was actually crazy enough to make gaming headsets that were that expensive. And this one actually uses a dongle to plug in wirelessly. But you know what? I appreciate that this one actually works wirelessly at all, because Asus's $300 headset does not work over a wireless connection at all, which is just a really stupid shame. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at this at some point, I'm sure. Like, thanks for that recommendation. I appreciate that. Oh, new Discord message. Let's see what's going on here. Where did I get that from? Okay, they may have actually been from like my own personal Discord. So my apologies there. But where was I? I was looking at an Amazon page somewhere. Okay, there we go. They make a $4,000 headset. Do they now? And what is the model for that headset? Now I'm like super intrigued. I'm not saying that I can even dream of affording to buy that for review, but I'm just curious to look at it. The Arctic Pro is wireless all the way. Oh yeah, I noticed. It looks like they have a wired version and a wireless version of it. The wireless one is a little bit more expensive, as expected, but at least they have the option. Do you want to try keyboards? I wouldn't mind trying keyboards, actually. It's been a long time since I last did a review on the keyboard. I think the last time I did a review on any keyboard, it must have been back in 2019. It's the LCD4. Ooh, okay. Well, let's go ahead and take a look. Audi's LCD4. I need to take a look at this. Like, does it have an LCD on it? Is that why? Okay, well, the one I'm seeing here, I'm seeing the LCD-X. That's the most expensive one I'm seeing here, and that one is $1,700. Is this really a gaming headset? I don't think it is. I think these are just like legit, like open back headphones. Let's see. Am I looking at the right product here? Maybe not. Okay. The LCD X is the most expensive one I'm seeing here for $1,200. Over-ear open back headphones with new suspension headband, creator package, no case. Wow, no case. You don't even get a case with these for $1,200. Older version, and this is the older version, in fact, of these headphones. That is insane. Guys, like, what do $1,200 headphones sound like? Can anybody tell me? Is it like heaven or not? Audiophile headphones. Yeah, that makes sense. That seems to be exactly who they're aiming at right here. Audis. It's 4K. I found that it's 4K. Oh, they do make a gaming headset called the LCD GX. I did actually come across that one as well. That one's $400, if I'm not mistaken. There's also the LCD one. Oh, no. Sorry. The LCD GX is $900. The LCD one, which are just headphones, are $400. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, that is insane. I can't look at these prices the same way. That's insane. That headband doesn't even look comfortable. I can't do this. Like, my heart and my wallet hurt, even though I'm not planning on buying it. Wait, like, was there a link drop? I think that YouTube tried to stop that, actually. I apologize for that. I suggest that if you're going to send over any links, that you do it through the Tech Summit Discord. Yo, check the Abyss AB1266 Phi TC headphone. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Jesus Christ, this is going to be a doozy, no doubt. Let's see. Apparently, they're so premium and just so expensive that there isn't even a price tag here on Amazon. But this is like the jankiest pair of headphones I've ever seen. That is insane. It doesn't even operate like over a 3.5 millimeter jack. It operates over straight up XLR and what I think is mini XLR. That's kind of insane. Clearly an open back pair. Abyss. It is a pretty cool name though. It's like you're being sunk into the abyss through music and what the hey. No plastic parts to break. All components machined from solid aluminum from exceptional strength. For exceptional strength. Integrated resonance control for magnetic transducer design. Patent pending. Utilizing our very thin, very low mass diaphragm. Effortless dynamics and low-level detail retrieval in the bass, mids, and highs with spacious sounds outside of your head. A front-row listening experience with stunning bass impact. No other headphone can provide. High-quality polymer ceramic finish with polished metal accents. Unique, breathable aluminum sides, acoustically tuned. Tower planar diaphragm for completely open sound. Dual balanced 8 feet, 2.5 meters. XLR cable set and both quarter-inch 6.3 millimeters and 4-pin XLR cable, Y adapters, all custom-made high-performance cables by JPS Labs for Abyss. Internal wiring also by JPS Labs. Kill me. Just strike me down right now. If there's a swatter outside of my house, now's your chance. Well, if there's a SWAT team. Well, I use $1,600 headphones, so wow. So what is that like? Tell me. I think that the most expensive pair of headphones that I've ever tried, probably like $400. So please tell me, like, what do $1,600 headphones sound like? If you think that you can explain that in detail. Though, like, in all fairness, that would probably be pretty hard to explain. Like, to explain how something sounds. It's like you're in the middle of the band. I mean, that does sound pretty impressive, especially since this uses like XLR cables instead of like audio jacks. Period. This is pretty insane. My goodness. They're meant for high-end music producers, not the common person, of course. Yeah, well, that makes sense. I mean, still, like, imagine getting your hands on them and like getting to listen to them. That would be so insane. Adam Nelson, why do people think a $1,000 phone is fine, but the same for endgame headphones you'll have forever is crazy? The Hi-Fi Man, Susvara, is $6,000. Again, insane. And the reason for that is because to a lot of people, and I guess that I can agree with that sentiment as well. When I say that, headphones, while they're useful for many things, at the end of the day, they only deal with audio. And audio, unfortunately, isn't always something that a lot of people can actually appreciate all that well. But like when it comes to $1,000 phones, like you do get a lot more utility out of it. Like people have their entire lives on the $1,000 smartphone or less. So like that's essentially why. Yeah, they're crazy. Yeah, I mean, I guess that I can understand that. I don't see myself ever spending this much money on headphones, but like I could only dream, of course. Though I don't even think I would spend that much on a smartphone either. My phone here costs, I think, $800. Like, that's still a lot of money. But, yeah. Can we see your screen? Sure, why not? Actually, no, because currently my Amazon has like my zip code on it. So actually, no, my apologies. I'm sorry, bud. The mic you have right now is so small. Yeah, I know. This thing is tiny. This microphone, this is an XLR microphone. This microphone is smaller than the Razer Siren Mini, which I did not expect. But this thing is absolutely tiny. Oh, and check out headphone AMT driver headphones, revision 2. A very specific pair. Let's go ahead and take a look, by all means. I'm going to leave Amazon though, so that I can comfortably share my screen. I'm gonna go over to Sweetwater. It looks like they have them. They look sick. Oh, this is actually a pretty interesting look. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look. Though I mean, I'm not sure if this is revision 2. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen though, but I don't think this is revision 2. I mean, it doesn't say that it is, but this is what these headphones look like. Clearly open back AMC driver headphones. They do look pretty awesome. Honestly, they look insanely comfortable, which I very much appreciate. They look sick. The diminishing returns are a big thing with headphones. The further up in price you go. Yeah. And that is another thing too, that I mean, like for you to properly be able to drive good headphones like that, you also need, like, you do need a good DAC as well. Like, you do need to have like proper knowledge on audio, which not necessarily a lot of people care about, you know? So like, it is just very difficult for a lot of people to appreciate that kind of thing. And I totally get it. I mean, some people really just want a simple music listening experience, but I'm somebody that would love to be able to get my hands on something like this one day. Who knows? Hopefully, I'll win the lotto from not playing the lotto, and maybe be able to get my hands on one of these. They're not meant to plug into your phone. Yeah, I'm aware. Like these are meant for like for you to actually sit down and have a DAC on you, like your proper DAC, that can actually run these to their fullest potential, and things like that. Like these are sit down and enjoy headphones, I guess, is one way that a lot of people would actually put it. It's the same concept as a 2080 and the Titan. It's just more detail, more soundstage, more balance, more of everything, right? And a lot of people can't exactly justify a Titan. A lot of people can probably justify a 2080, but not too many people can justify a Titans. Well, that's one way that I would put it. They need a dedicated amplifier. Right. And the DAC. They're crazy, yeah. But I bet that headphones like these sound absolutely incredible. I mean, like, I'll put it this way. If a pair of Audio-Technica gosh damn it, what is the name of those headphones again? It's like this 700 AD, I think, open back Audio-Technica headphones. If those were enough to just like blow my mind as they were, then like I can only imagine how something like this, how an actual professional pair of headphones would sound like, versus just like a prosumer pair. This would be so interesting to actually explore and like get to talk about. People don't appreciate audio because they're used to crap. AirPods and cheap earbuds. That is not the way that I would word it, because I think that a lot of people are just comfortable with this kind of thing due to convenience, and ultimately convenience reigns supreme for the vast majority of people. The SM7B looks like a monster compared to it. Oh yes. I don't even have the SM7B right next to it at the moment, but for instance, here I have the Aston Stealth. This is the Electro Voice ND46. Both microphones side by side, ignoring the mount. This is actually slightly larger than the SM7B, like ever so slightly. But even this looks like an absolute monster in comparison, and it doesn't sound that much better, actually. The Ultimate is here. What's up? How you doing? I'm doing well. How are you doing, the Ultimate? Hello there, Ultimate. What's up, Fedora? And everybody is chilling, having a good time here. That's good. Is headphone sweating an issue for long hours usage? When it comes to these headphones in particular, or the ones that I'm wearing? I sent you a link to some headphones. Okay, no problem. Let me actually go ahead and take a look. Let's go back to the Discord. Let's see. Over here. Audiophile headphones. Let's go ahead and check these out. Now let's see how much these cost in Jordan dollars. Oh, okay. And yeah, like this is just an entire list. Okay, so here we have some $3,000 headphones. Now that headband does look pretty nice. I'm not going to lie. That does look pretty comfortable. It's VR for your ears. I love that as a metaphor, actually. If you like, I have a pair of Hi-Fi HE 560s I can send you to try or review. Wow, I mean, I would actually appreciate that quite a lot. Thank you, Adam Nelson. I'm going to leave a link to the Discord. Please reach out to me. Let's see. I'm still getting used to this. Let's see. You are currently on YouTube. Yeah, I'll go ahead and actually drop the link right there for you. There you go. Hopefully that's of use to you. Oh man. Look up Bose A20 Aviation. That's that. Okay. I think you guys are getting a kick out of these reactions right now. Bose A20 Aviation. Okay. I'm not expecting anything too crazy out of Bose. Price-wise, sure, but even then. Oh my, these are $1,000 headphones from Bose. Okay, I guess we're going back to screen sharing mode because you guys have to see this too. Rakuten. I need you to leave. Oh, look at that. I can actually earn, and this is an exclusive offer, I can earn $100 in honey gold by making this purchase of $1,000. It's kind of like cashback. Okay, so this honestly looks like a very professional headset. It looks more like a gaming headset though because of the microphone itself. I wonder if the microphone is any good. I'm doing alright, thanks. Okay, well that's very good to know for sure. And I do hope that everybody here is having a pretty good time. I hope that everyone here is having a good night. That everyone here is having a chill time. I hope that you're enjoying the Stream Beats playlist from Mr. Harris Heller over on Spotify. I'm sure you guys already know who Harris Heller is. I am currently using his music playlist. I gotta go see it. Yeah, no worries, but Dealsmith, thank you for stopping by, and I do wish you a wonderful night. It's what pilots use, so it's very good. Really, I mean, like, do pilots require like crazy good audio? I do wonder. I mean, it makes sense as to why it would say aviation. And like, it definitely clicks. Huh. I have awoken from slumber. Hang on. I actually, Suspicious Mikey, if I'm going to read this comment of yours, I have to do it properly, so hang on a sec. For 1,000 years I lay dormant. Who has woken me from my slumber? Hang on. I have to try that again, and this time with a little bit more For 1,000 years I lay dormant. Who has awoken me from my slumber? Do you have a capable amp and DAC already? Otherwise, I can send you those as well. I would very much appreciate it. Like, just in case, I would very much appreciate that. And I'll send it back to you, like, as soon as I'm done with the review, of course. Who disturbed my slumber? Aw, hell yeah. Yep, that is pretty much what Suspicious Mikey sounds like. And thank you for jumping in after Awakening. Fire Emblem Awakening.
Fire Emblem Awakening. And speaking... Wait a second. I just kind of realized.
Do pilots really need like a pair of headphones and well, like slash microphone combo this expensive in order to sound like this? Hang on. welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for stopping in tonight. It is currently 9:44 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you so much for dropping in. I very much hope that you are enjoying your flight. If you have any questions, please speak to any of the flight attendants over there on the corner. They're always going to be available to assist you when it comes to any kind of snacks or anything of the like that you might require. Our flight towards Miami, Florida is currently delayed. However, we are still on track to arriving there before midnight. That's why they need a very expensive microphone. Cool. I will hit you up on Discord after the stream. All right, sick. I appreciate it. Thank you. I very much appreciate it. So then, interesting. Like, that is considered high quality audio for pilots. If Jammu Firecat were here, like, I'm pretty sure that he would be upset at the notion of me even implying that. For thousands. Oh, hang on. Wait. I have to do this properly.
So Bloody Fedora says, for thousands of years I lay dormant. Who has disturbed my slumber? Fedora says as he rises from the bed, hearing loud noises on the house. Is that a megaphone effect? Well, the megaphone effect is actually It's actually this effect. That's what that's called. For some reason. This is just the reverb effect.
I tend to have quite a bit of fun with this thing. But yeah, that was the reverb, and then this
is the megaphone effect. And yeah, oh wait, hang on. Let me actually revert back to my natural sound setting. I swear, I am not Lucifer incarnate. I am not the devil himself.
Now we're back to normal. There we go. And there's also here like the gender swapper. Try girl voice one.
Okay, so currently I actually have the gender knob for the female version of the voice turned all the way up. And this is unfortunately as feminine as it's allowing me to sound. Pikachu! Pikachu. Yeah, that's right. So this is unfortunately as feminine as the Go XLR will allow me to sound. And then this... Actually, I should go ahead and do like a bit of a transitioning here. So now we're going back to my original tone of voice. And then I'm actually transitioning over to a more masculine tone. And this is with the masculine tone kind of pushed all the way through. It doesn't really make me sound very masculine either. Like, it just... I don't even know what it does. I guess it just kind of... It kind of like just gets rid of like any kind of nasally sounds in my voice, probably, but that's pretty much everything that it does for me. And then like the feminine voice over here, I mean, like, it just sounds fake. It does sound highly exaggerated. I think I'm overdue for another nap already, but I shall stay for a bit, no worries. The stream is actually going to end relatively soon, so don't feel too bad about that. I appreciate you sticking around either way. Now we're going to go back to my voice. Hey, what's hardtune? So this is hardtune. This is what hardtune sounds like. I'm not exactly sure what change this is having in my voice right now, but okay, so this is what it sounds like without hardtune, and this is what it sounds like with hardtune. I mean, hardtune sounds like it kind of just like smoothens my voice out a bit, and then without it, it just sounds a little more podcast-esque. Huh. Interesting. So this is what it does. And then we've got the robot voice, and this is what it sounds like. Here we go. Now let's see You know what? I'm actually going to use Heartune for a little bit. And my brother yelling bloody murder to my mother, and my mother yelling like a banshee back at him. And I end up thinking that I have a nice family if I lived in a madhouse. What? No. Every family is a nice family. Don't let this ever change your mind on that. I got a number 1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we vote to get down. 10 kills on the board right now. Just wiped out Tomato Town. My friends just go down. I revived him now. We're heading southbound. Now we're in the Pleasant Park streets. Look at the map. Go to the mark sheets. What just happened to my voice with the heart tune? Hang on. Alright, I'm going to recite this poem for a moment there. Let's see. Okay. Young Money. I got a number 1 victory royale. Yeah. Fortnite, we about to get down. 10 kills on the board right now. Just wiped out Tomato Town. My friends just go down. I've revived him now. We're heading southbound. Now we're in the Pleasant Park streets. Look at the map. Go to the mark sheets. Take me to your Xbox to play Fortnite. Today you can take me to Moist Mire, but not Lake. I would really love to chug with you. We can be pro Fortnite gamers. He said, hey broski, you got some heals and a shield though. This sounds... It is a song meme. Oh, is it? Oh man, I feel like an old man reading this. For sure, because I feel like I just don't really understand it. But thank you for informing me that it is indeed a song name. Thank you. Hamza says, I use a voice changer to make my voice glitch in online class, so if teachers call me and I'm always having connections issues, that is smart. Do that. It'll get you out of class. That song scarred me, right? I'm actually... like deep down, I'm also hurting. I just don't show it because I'm just incapable of showing pain. I can only smile. See, I unfortunately have to disagree, but you have nice family, Tech. Mine isn't that nice. I just had to endure them in many ways. Harmony ain't a thing for them, but we have those moments. I think anybody is capable of change. I mean, things at my house used to be pretty chaotic back when my sisters were teenagers, and especially when I was a teenager, I would say. So I think that with time, everybody eventually gets tired of arguing and just being mad, and they'll just want to live in peace. At least that's my experience and my opinion. So the best of luck to you, Bloody Fedora. Hamza. And then in exams, I freeze my camera. Fair enough. I remember in my last semester of school before I graduated college, I do remember, ow, my finger. That was painful. I do remember a classmate of mine who was being like the ultimate dickhead about it. I did not time my sensor correctly there. So allow me to rephrase. Who was being the ultimate dickhead about it? So, what he would do is that he would actually come into class pretty late. And then he would be like, oh, what's up, professor? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I'm having connection issues. And he would literally go beep, boop, bop, and then hang up. And they would buy it. They would actually buy it. All of us had to like turn off our cameras and like mute our mics to just like laugh silently. What's a family? Never had one. Don't say that. Everyone has had a family, even if they never met them. Okay, that's mean. I think they got a little bit dark on my end. My family is difficult. There even is an attempt of inside my dynasty because of my father's father being a womanizer and my father's mother being a fanatic, but I won't get into that. No worries. I am very sorry to hear that. I definitely can't say that I've experienced the same. So it seems like there's just a lot more going on there. The song is called Chung Chung. Oh, Chug Chug with you. I sometimes cannot read. I sometimes cannot read. But, oh well for that. Either way. Oh, Torture, you asked a question. Can you tell me on Go XLR reverb is all blue dots? That means it's on. Yeah, so like usually, I mean like you can customize the color on it to be whatever you want. In my case, it's actually yellow. So like, if it's lit up at all, like if it's got more, like more than just one line, well, like let me actually show you over here. Let me switch over to the just chatting menu. Let me just see if I can just straight up show you. Razer Keo. Okay, there we go. So this is my desk. To you all who might be wondering, who have never seen a desk before, here it is. So over here, right? I have my Go XLR over there. So then my reverb knob is right here. I know it's actually pretty tough to see, but if I turn it all the way up, like you will see that it is going to be lighting up, and then the more I twist it, some of those light faders are going to start to disappear, and then when only one light is actually lit, it means that the effect is not active, or that there's zero reverb, I should say. Let me try to reposition this again. Okay, there you go. So welcome to the ultimate desk setup right here. There we go. Now let me actually switch over to my huge camera. Let me see. There we go. There I am. Okay. I hope that was helpful to some degree. How do I make my microphone sound better for Discord? Oh, I mean, I can actually show you. So what's turning it on? Left or to right? So turning it clockwise is turning it on. And to answer your question, I'm actually going to go straight into the Go XLR app right here, so that it is a lot easier to explain. Okay, so let's go over to the live scenery just one more time. So over here, we're looking at my Go XLR and the customizations that I have on it at the moment. I don't have anything recorded on the sound bank. Just, I don't know, like an FYI. So usually you would go over to the microphones section over here. Obviously, you would want to pick whatever microphone you're using, whether it's a dynamic or condenser. If you're using the Shure SM7B, then you are using a dynamic microphone, so you just keep it at dynamic. So to make your microphone sound better, this is what you want to take a look at for the most part. You want to take a look at your frequency draft over here. And normally the Go XLR is just going to have this all set to 0 all across the board. However, right now I do have an EQ applied in order to make this microphone just sound ever so slightly flattering, but it's actually the exact same EQ that I have for my 27ND. And so here we have the low end, the mids, and the high end. And now what you want to do is really like just be able to like mess around with these knobs a bit. Normally, actually, like with the Go XLR itself, I wouldn't bring down any of these frequencies below 0 for the vast majority of microphones, especially the Shure SM7B. If anything, I would only go ahead and increase the frequencies that I believe could use an adjustment. Like, for instance, with the Shure, I did boost up the low end, because I do like a very nice low end on every microphone. And I think I did leave the mids mostly the same, and I did increase the highs actually the most, I think, out of everything, because while I did want more boomness out of it, so like this over here would be the low end, like this section here, like the darker section. This is the low end around the 31 hertz range, and then the highest end would be the 16 kilohertz range, at the very least, when it comes to what the Go XLR itself is capable of. Like it comes from, at the lowest, 31.5 hertz to the highest being 16 kilohertz. So like you would just adjust the frequency draft like this, and then like for instance over here I do have a slightly boosted low end, and the mids are still at 0 over here. Like this section, these 3 knobs over here are set to 0, and then these other ones over here, I only increased them ever so slightly. So this would be the high end. At the lowest end possible, which is 31.5 hertz, I increased that just by a little bit more than the rest of the low frequencies. And then when it comes to the higher frequencies, I also did the same thing with the highest frequency, that being 16 kilohertz. So, I mean, that is essentially everything that I would do. There isn't really too much to it. I do hope that was helpful nonetheless, even though I feel like that was still a lot of information kind of just like tossed at you all at once. Yeah. So my mother's part is just exaggerated, and they pressure you a lot and sustain you for failure, but they do help you a lot too. But there's always that pressure, and my brother never stops fighting with my mother, and my father just betrayed my mother like 5 times and humiliated and bullied me countless times more so. Yeah, that is definitely a very unique situation there. I am sorry to hear that. So you have a nice family, Tech. Mine isn't that nice. They're lunatics. I won't even do any comparisons, my friend. That does sound like a very special circumstance there. A unique circumstance, if anything. That was helpful, but I have a headset mic. Well, you already know my opinions on headset mics. So any tips on that front? You can't do anything with a headset microphone, really, from my experience. And I've dealt with a variety of different headset microphones and different headsets of varying budgets, and even when they do have an EQ for the microphone, headset microphones just don't cut it. So my advice to you is just to invest in a standalone microphone, even if it is just like a $40 or $50 microphone. That is going to make a world of a difference in comparison to a built-in microphone on a headset or any pair of headphones at all. Trust me, it is going to be well worth the investment. Can't have a bad family if you refuse that they exist, though. Wow, that is quite a way of looking at it. I mean, hey, whichever method makes you the happiest, of course, as long as nobody is really getting hurt here. But with that said, I think that we have pretty much reached the climax of this live stream, and by climax I really just mean the ending, the finale, the conclusion. So, thank you very much to all of you for stopping by tonight. I very much appreciate it. This is the end for me for tonight, as I am completely pooped, and I think I deserve a break for tomorrow and the rest of the night. With that said, thank you all for stopping by, and I wish you all the best of nights, a wonderful night. Thank you for your time, and I hope that you enjoyed this live review of the Electro Voice ND46. And yeah, until next time, have a good one and enjoy.